The 6th anniversary SSR Soul Summon banners are out. You get one featured SSR character based off these banners for 1,000 paid SS. Yes, all can be yours. Just gotta swipe that credit card, you know? Alright, y'all, but we're gonna go in. We'll hop through the banners. I'll be like, hey, this one's trash. This one's good. This is the best bang for your buck. All that good stuff. But before we hop in, I just want to let everybody know that it depends on what kind of account you're running. So primarily there's burn, stun, sleep, or poison team. Those are the 4 basic types. Then it starts breaking down into like curse, sleep, hybrid builds, stealth team, survivor builds, blood teams, all that good stuff. However, we'll stick with the 4 basics. So starting off in Group A, we got Bride Anya. She is actually pretty decent for a sleep team, and she also offers the barrier. But she's falling out of the meta. This banner all is kind of falling off. They've been out for a while. Musashi is still pretty good. Percival, I wouldn't risk the biscuit, you know what I mean? And then Genie, she just never performed like anybody wanted her to. So I would actually skip this banner. Even for new players, getting one of these units not gonna change your account. If you're missing maybe like 1 awakening on a unit, I still would not pull. Don't pull just for 1 awakening, right? Alright, let's move on to Group B. This is gonna be your burn team. Hey y'all looking for burn teams? This is it right here. All these units are very well. They're brand new for the most part. We got Lucifer, she's running the burn meta. We got Shen Long, great support. And then we also have Satan, which kind of holds it together, right? You also do need Cerberus. Cerberus is very important in the burn teams right now. Cayuga, she's probably the one that you don't want to pull off this banner. So everybody else looking good. Lucifer's good. Shenlong, Satan, excellent choices for burn teams right now, especially in the meta. They are the new wave, those 3 units right there. So if you're running a burn team, this is your time to shine. All right, Group C anniversary banner. So this banner, it's in there, but it's out there, right? So Dark Sun Wukong, she's kind of fallen out. She is amazing in just clearing content in game, but like in war and arena, she's not going to carry you very far. But she will solo progress you, like in towers. She will solo progress you through like the story mode and stuff as a beginner unit. So she's a very strong progression unit, just clearing out regular in-game content. All right, so Bride Rosette and Cleopatra, the OG Cleopatra, they're both probably the worst units that you're going to get on this banner. Cthulhu would be the one that you're aiming for. That's the top tier unit on this banner if you're getting one of them. The other 2, they're falling out the meta. They're not going to carry you very far. Tristan has a better pushback mechanic than Cleopatra right now. So moving on to Group D. Ooh, so the only ones on here, Cerberus, because she's a main tank for burn teams if you're running a burn team, and then Lu Bu for the entry effects, right? But then again, you might not even need Lu Bu with Shen Long coming out. So Cerberus is the only one on this banner that I would try to aim for. Everybody else, you can fill your burn team with some of the newer units. You really don't need this banner anymore. All right, Group E. This Group E, this is your sleep teams, right? So if you're sleeping, regular sleep teams, this is where you want to be. Water Sydney, very good unit. We got Mermaid, also a very good unit, but she does need fully awakened status to carry you very far. The other 2, Sleeping Beauty, I'd be mad if I got her right now, since she's probably the weakest on this banner. And then Hakata, she's good for stealth teams, but not worth pulling, right? Don't waste your SS on it. Talking about stealth teams, here comes Group F. All right, so Group F, this is probably one of the worst banners out here, just because Goemon is not really that great. And now we got Sun Wukong. She's actually really good. However, huge fire weakness, right? And that's the only thing that's kind of holding her back. Otherwise, she would be crazy OP. So you could make an argument about trying to get her, but the chances are so low that you're going to end up with either one of the other 3 units and be disappointed, right? So I would rather just wait for her banner to come around and then try to pull her there instead of trying to risk it for the biscuit, right? Just because the value isn't there in the other 3 units. Now, Group G. And this Group G is crazy. You got Kajiro, you got Storm King Arthur, you got Napoleon, and whatever her name is. I forget her name. I just did a video on Da Vinci. Yeah, you got Da Vinci. So all 4 of these units are crazy good. They're actually really good progression units. You can pick up one of these units and you can kind of sweep the game. Or you can pick up one of these units and build a whole platoon around them. Great hybrid units also. They can fit into most team comps. So this banner is probably the strongest banner in my opinion to go for if you don't have any of these units or you just want like a starting unit. This is the best banner to go for in my opinion, but that's because it plays to my type of gameplay. I like to build hybrid teams, and these units can kind of just go into almost any team comp. So, whoop, whoop, good to go. All right, Group H. This looks like the poison teams, right? So, Dark King Arthur. Man, I'd be mad if I got her right now. At the beginning, when she first came out, yeah, she was wrecking cats. But right now, she's the weakest unit on this banner. Excalibur, she's decent, but Dark Lance is kind of like your top tier that you're going to hit on this banner. And then Tristan, I don't know why she's even on this banner. That's kind of weird, but she's also really good. So Dark Lance and Tristan, those are the top ones that you're going to hit. And then the other two, 50-50, right? You might get disappointed in King Arthur, or, well, Excalibur's not too bad. So it could be a win, just depends on how you look at it. But unless you're running a poison team and need Dark Lance, I wouldn't go for this banner, but that's up to you. Alright, let's move on to Group I. This banner is actually like the guard banner, right? This is kind of like your support guards, pseudo guards type. So, looking at Ludmilla, we all love some Ludmillas, both of them actually. But, so Light Lud, she's actually really good. A stun absorber, there's only limited stun absorbers in the game, so she's always nice to pick up. Earth Ludmilla, she's a really good guard. She does have a slight weakness to fire, but that's something you can work around, and she's one of the best 100% guards that you can have. She is falling out, and you could just wait for like different pseudo guards, kind of like Murasaki. She's really good also. She'll give you that continuous protection as long as she stays alive. And then Unicorn, she's kind of in a weird spot. I don't rank her that high, but she does offer some disruption abilities, has units in the battlefield. So this banner is actually pretty good. It's not too bad. This is just a general overall purpose banner though. None of these units are going to change your account or skyrocket you up to a different tier level. It's just going to help you support your team better basically. These are all these units right here. So moving on to Group J. This is kind of trash banner. In my opinion, they have some decent units on here like Dark Cindy, Dark Gwen. She's really good, but you know, burn weakness, all that good stuff. Curse Sleep is kind of weird spot with burn running rampant right now. And then the other two units, I just wouldn't recommend pulling them. I'm not gonna recommend anybody go for these banners. Dark Gwen, you could make a case just because she is really good, but burn, right? So she would just have to be like put in a separate plat, and that's gonna be more of a specific build that you're trying to do. So guys, overall, in my opinion, for burn teams, Group B is gonna be your best choice. For general purposes, Group G is going to be your best choice. G for general. And then for support, if you need a support, that would be Group I. That banner would be your best choice. So, my worst banner opinion list, right? So, that's going to be Group F. The one with Goey Man, that's going to be pretty bad. That's probably worst overall just because it's underwhelming. Sun Wukong's a good unit, but fire weakness and the banner just doesn't offer enough to promote it, right? So I'm not going to advertise pull for this banner when the risk reward just isn't there. All right, and then Group J, this one with Dark Gwen. Dark Gwen's the only selling point on this banner at this moment in time, and she just isn't worth it either, not in my opinion. For one unit with that kind of weakness, that burn weakness in there, I couldn't do it. But this is your paid SS. Do what you want. Then Group A is just kind of like a lot of older units that's kind of falling out of the meta. They're pretty decent. Those units are good in general, but they're not going to help you advance anymore in the game. So those are my opinion of the banners that's coming up. And hey, be on the lookout for more. I will start my min-max series, and I'll just release like different videos coming out soon here and there. So all right, peace out, y'all.